Hello and welcome to week 8 of PA215, your last class. This week goes a little bit different because your discussion question is changing and you don't have an assignment this week. So let's go ahead and dive into that. So your discussion question is actually talking about smurfing, and smurfing is a term that meth addicts use. It is when they're making the meth and on the discussion, they give you a blog so that you can look into it and know a little bit more about it and then write about it. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about my personal experience with smurfing. When I used to work in a pharmacy, it used to be called Osco Drug, and a retail pharmacy called Osco Drug. It was right across the street from a Walgreens, actually right across a parking lot. And at that time, the meth people knew that the police station wasn't really looking into people who were buying meth or people who were buying medications like Sudafed to make that meth. So Sudafed is still regulated just like it was, or was regulated at that time just like it is today. So you would have to give your driver's license and then fill out basically a book and sign your name that you were buying 2 boxes at a time or so many dosage at a time and not buying it anywhere else. Well, the police didn't check that as often as they should, and so the drug addicts would walk across the parking lot and then also buy meth at Walgreens. And so we knew that was happening. It was so irritating because then they'd come in 2 days later and they'd buy 2 more boxes and we couldn't do anything about it. So I would start faxing their driver's license over to the police department and just saying, heads up, these people were buying Sudafed. They were just here 2 days ago. I watched them walk across the parking lot to Walgreens. They bought Sudafed there. And so I was turning them in. I felt very passionate about it. I really, really hated that they were using that Sudafed in this way. And then people like my dad, who uses Sudafed, had to fill out his name to get just that over-the-counter medication because these people were abusing it, and it just makes me sick. So that is my personal experience with smurfing. You may have your own. I'd love to hear about it in your discussion question, or you may know someone who has their own story. So please share and get into that discussion. So it's a little different this week. You do not have an assignment. You have a course project that is due in 2.5 weeks on week 10, Thursday at midnight. In week 10, it's either a course project, portfolio, or a case study. And there are different rubrics on how to do each of those. If you have any questions about which one you want to choose or the topic that you want to choose to write about, like on your research paper or do a portfolio on, let me know. I can help you walk through that. Portfolio is really getting your professional things in order so that your resumes, your resources, your references are all in order so that then you can go in for a job interview. So whichever one you choose is fine. If you need my help, I'm here. Use that time that you do your assignment during this time so that you can really work on those projects. And again, it is due week 10, that Thursday at midnight. Don't wait until that last week to get that done. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk to you about was the quiz. There are 25 questions on your quiz this week, and I would go ahead and use 2 different books. This one, which is a pharmacology book, Understanding Pharmacology. You can find a lot of the terms that they're talking about on that quiz in this book to review. And then also the Mosby's Pharmacy Technician Principles and Practice. This will also help you pass that quiz. Again, 25 questions, lots of terms, not any calculations, so it's really just what you know on term-wise. Like I've said before, try not to use your book. Go through, answer the ones you know, and then go back and maybe use your book for the answers that you don't know and check your answers. It's 2 hours is what the quiz gives you to do. I know a lot of you are finishing this in like less than 10 minutes. And so use that time. This is like a review for the certification exam. You want to know how you're going to do before you spend the money to take that certification exam. So use this as a practice, and then if you get something wrong, let me know and we can discuss it. Maybe you just didn't understand it, and we can talk about that. That's not a problem. All right, I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great week, and let me know if I can approve any projects or any topics for the research paper. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye.